Hi, time for I did way too much research for this video. Anyways, I'm not sick anymore.
Boo! Boo! That joke sucks.
But not as much as this next game, Stardew Valley. So basically, you see how up in arms you were about to get in the comments? Yeah, maybe if you would start defending yourself like that, then maybe life wouldn't be that difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna put y'all last on this list. See you then. Animal Crossing. So what trendy thing are you gonna latch on to today, hmm? I don't really need to know what's trendy or popular in social media anymore. I'll just wait until you guys do your annual vocal stim and then I'll know exactly what's popular. I think I like this little life. Well, I think you're running from this little life. There's two types of Animal Crossing people. There's people who will do tasks, play the games, clean up their village, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but how many dishes are still left in your sink? You build houses, yet you can't build up the confidence to make a new friend. You pay off houses, yet half of your money belongs to the Target's home goods section. You find a new artifact or a new creature, which is ironically enough what your parents and siblings say when you finally exit your room for your annual one meal of the day. That gala apple. Is that our child? We made another? Yeah, I just thought that they were a very tall, elongated cat. Oh, and then there's the capitalist AC players, the people who will download Facebook, join Facebook groups, go on islands, forage, and steal other people's turnips, all so they can pay off Tom Nook like this is the mafia, so they can play the game for the reason that they bought it, because it was their only other option besides being thrown into a padded or rubber room. And if you said rubber room with rats, then you're supporting my claim when I said the vocal stems and knowing what's popular in media. But you guys are pure of soul. However, you guys would sell that soul in a mere instant just for a turnip, all because you don't know the value of your own selves, which is two turnips. Good for you. You get those bells. Alrighty, for my Roblox people, you guys give very much lunchable energy, mediocre taste, however, a lot of variety to make up for it. For example, the nacho energy. When you're dating people, you're able to pull, the cheese slot. However, you seem to be dipping your chip into the salsa. No one likes the salsa. You guys are the same people when asked, what are you up to nowadays? You'll just say, oh, a little bit of everything, which is a lie because either A, you haven't picked a career, or B, if you actually stated what you wanted to do, they would hit you with the golden phrase of, oh, how would you make money doing that? Oh, but you guys don't care about money, which is very apparent based off of the amount of Robux that you have in comparison to legitimate money in your bank account. Let me guess, your favorite phrase is, oh honey, can you help me fix this easy to comprehend electronics? So then your words of affirmation meter will be good for the next 3 months when you get your next annual compliment of, oh, you're so smart. Which you guys are smart enough to build a legitimate rocket that is able to go to space, however, is dumb enough not to show everyone that. Also, hey, I know that you were a reject growing up and having a game where you actually feel like you belong is great and all, but you were made for so much more than what you believe that you are capable in. I know that your family thinks that you're just a dreamer, but I know that you are more than just a dreamer, you're a doer. Okay, and I truly believe that this game is probably the only reason keeping you from getting referred to in the past tense. So keep playing this silly game with blocks and please don't go through with this ultimate solution. I know your brain, I know your depression, no worries. We're gonna skip over this. Anyways, I'm gonna do what you should really invest in doing, and that is taking a shower, okay? Remember, shampoo, rinse, conditioner, rinse, shampoo, okay? I know you've been neglecting your health like your parents have been neglecting your needs for most of your life, but it's time to take care of ourselves, baby. Skyrim, hey, I know you want to treat your body like a dartboard, with the amount of needles that have been in and out of it, but how about let's save that money for, rent? You guys give Major Sid energy from Toy Story. That was the whole roast. Look, all I'm saying is that life must be weird, having a comfort game that lags and breaks and makes no sense. Sorry, I skipped a line. Sorry, it must be weird going through life having your brain that constantly lags, breaks, and makes no sense. Anyways, now that we've gotten past the kindergartner roast, how tightly do you hold on to that pillow, imagining it's that one person that you let into your cold, dark heart, looking like that one ghost from Christmas Carol? I forgot I wrote that roast. Now you're stuck in the, oh, I'm not gonna let anybody back in anymore. Oh, I'm gonna let love come to me, baby. Just because your heart got broken worse than your game mechanics does not mean that, going and turning yourself into this emotionless CPU. Actually, that's a lot safer of a personality choice than going manic for 3 days and then neglecting those messages from your friends and also your own health. You know, wearing headphones and walking around in a circle, imagining a scenario where you save them, the ones that you imagine are the pillow that you hold so tightly, from like an evil boss or something, and then acting like the reason you saved them isn't because, they'll finally come to their senses of how important you were in their life, even though they never treated you of any importance. Look, you shouldn't have to fight these big bosses just to know that out of everyone, your love is the strongest, yet not strong enough to love yourself. And I know, you're telling me, give me some time, I'll heal, but how long is it gonna take? Because it's been like 20 years, and I don't know if you're trying to compete for how long it takes to download the game, but yeah, let's hurry that up a bit. Red Dead, the literal personification of a Four Loko before the caffeine was taken out. Speaking of taken out, have you finally taken out their contacts yet? Or are you still hoping that they'll finally text you back? Oh, we're still holding on to hope, I see. Now you know how your parents felt when you said, hey, I'm actually gonna go to college, and then neglected to tell them that it was a party school. So I actually played some of the video game, and it's very realistic, which is funny because the people who play it aren't very realistic. Like, some of your favorite quotes are, nah, they're just playing hard to get, they actually do like me, or nah, my parents don't have favorites. Okay, regardless of that, you actually are really good at coming up with logical ideas in comparison to other people in your life. Like, for example, if a plane was going down, you wouldn't be the one that tries to stop it. No, like, you've already found a life jacket, a parachute, you've already jumped. You said thank you to your mom and dad, not for raising you, but for giving you enough trauma to have a personality. It's annoying, but it's really handy. Also, you guys have the freedom to do literally whatever you guys want in that game, unlike the freedom that you have in your own household. See, that's the reason why you can never keep a stable friend group. It's because you keep jumping from one to another. And I mean, I really already made a video about this, but I think that y'all are the literal reason why children leashes are invented in the first place, and why you now have a choking kink. Not because of the leash, but because you get choked up every single time someone adds on to the list of responsibilities that you have neglected due to this game. Alrighty, let's be fully transparent. Walls down, completely, bypass the tough guy facade. Alrighty, so how's the sex drive? Is it as hyper as your hyperfixation for working out so no one can hurt you or anyone you love ever again? Or is it as non-existent as your morals? Alrighty, Stardew Valley, let me guess. You guys skipped to this point in time in the video, thus proving my theory that you guys are impatient? Let me hurt your feelings. Shane and Penny would make better parents than your own. Let me guess, burnt out gifted kid who decided to follow their parents' dreams instead of their own because you felt like that was the only way that you could hear those lovely words, I'm proud of you? Oh, by the way, dig a second grave for yourself while you're at it, because I'm about to do you as worse as they did your grandpa. However, I believe a person who has to either A, not be sober, B, be with someone, or C, be wearing headphones when entering public, yeah, they aren't going to finish their story for their parents. So, start worrying about your own. And maybe that dream involves, moving to another state because you don't like the people who are currently in your state. And you are one of those said people. You guys are like the equivalent of pouring a bowl of cereal and then finishing it and then drinking the, leftover milk instead of pouring more cereal in it. Basically, that's the long way of saying common sense is not your forte. But hey, if you want to recreate your entire personality based off of the factor of you were held responsible for cleaning someone else's problems while also worrying about others and their needs instead of your own, and oh wait, literally, I'm describing the game. Look, at that point, you're not even trying to play Stardew Valley, you're just trying to restart your own life. And still picking the crappiest people to date, just like in real life. But yeah, parasocial relationships never hurt, especially as much as the actual relationship between you and your grandparents. Generational trauma within a game, wow. Keep in mind you were born out of pure luck, not to finish someone else's story. Okay, so live for you and not for others. You were called a golden child because of how golden you are. Now question, how long does it take you to use the restroom? Because not for me, but for your coworkers, because I know it's ironic that you need to take a 20-minute crap every single time rush hour comes along, but they really miss you out there. Also, some of you guys make Shane's alcoholism look dry in comparison to your own. Alrighty, so let's fix that. I know you guys have the mentality of that one Maurice sound, the
I live in my own world.
but guess what? You have animals that need to be loved on. Can you go love on them, please? Or like call your grandparents something, okay? Something to contribute to society.
Society. Society.